Lost fire will rise behind those eyes. That house will rock. Lion boys down. Immortal fear. That voice so clear.
Good evening, creatures of the night. Nosphyrus here once again, back from my slumber to drink the blood dry from another vlog. You know, I like to think of myself as a man's man. I am not one to toot my own horn, but I like to think I am pretty manly. So, today's show is about a manly topic. Something all tough guys will know well. Today's episode is about the Powerpuff Girls. So, when the Powerpuff Girls were first around, naturally I wanted nothing to do with it. It looked really corny and girly. So, I never watched it. When I met Meep, I learned that she was a big fan of the Powerpuff Girls since she was young. You know, or younger I guess. I do not know. Vampires do not age. Anyway, she had been a fan for years. So, after some convincing, she finally got me to check it out. I must admit, I was very surprised. It was actually really good. It was really funny, and was not really all that girly at all. It really was the kind of thing that boys and girls could enjoy together. It even had little references to all sorts of random things, including an episode where somebody was wearing an NWO shirt. The Powerpuff Girls were actually created by the professor. No. Not that professor. Yeah. There you go. He was trying to create the perfect little girls. It involved sugar, spice, and everything nice.
Some chemical X accidentally went into the mix. This created the Powerpuff Girls. Blossom, Buttercup, and my favorite, Bubbles. They have superpowers such as super strength, laser eyes, and the ability to fly. Because of this, they become superhero crime fighters. It is kind of funny to think of 3 little kindergarten girls fighting big evil monsters.
They have a whole host of crazy villains. For example, there is the Gangrene Gang. They are a group of troublemaking teens, but not just your typical schoolboys.
They love to cause havoc and live a life of crime just for their own amusement. The Powerpuff Girls often have to stop the boys from causing trouble.
A popular, but rare group of villains are the Rowdy Rough Boys. The Rowdy Rough Boys were created by another villain we will mention later, in the same way that the Powerpuff Girls were made.
Instead substituting Snips and Snuffs and puppy dog tails. They are basically like troublemaking boy versions of the Powerpuff Girls. They also often face Princess.
Princess is a spoiled little rich brat who wants everything. When she first meets the Powerpuff Girls, she wants to be one. They try to nicely tell her that she cannot.
They have superpowers because they were born that way. She takes cannot to mean they just do not want to let her. So, she uses money to buy a supersuit that gives her powers.
But, she is careless and cocky, and that often is her undoing. Another of their big enemies is Fuzzy. No. That is Fuzzy. I mean Fuzzy Lumpkins. Fuzzy is a big fuzzy thing. Whatever he is.
He is a big old country boy who does not like his peace and quiet disturbed. My favorite villain is him. Known only as him because he is so evil that to even speak his name is terrible. He is one of the tougher villains the girls ever face. He has a weird, somewhat effeminate, demonic sort of double voice. He is extremely powerful and can often even fool you into thinking he is good.
But, perhaps their biggest villain is my personal favorite. He created the Rowdy Rough Boys. He led an accidental hand in creating the Powerpuff Girls. He is none other than the evil Mojo Jojo. Mojo is a super intelligent chimp bent on world domination. The only thing standing between him and this lofty goal is the Powerpuff Girls. Mojo has hatched many a scheme over the years. But somehow the girls always foil his plans. But, like many of the other Powerpuff Girls villains, he will always be back for more. Well, back in my more human form again to ask my creatures of the night to tune in next time. Beware. Take care. Because the freaks come out at night.